Hey, you know what? Gives me an idea for a movie. We'll be right back.
The Daily Show is brought to you by T-Mobile. Now your choice is simple. T-Mobile, unleash.
It's the phone that's revolutionizing phones. And while some carriers restrict it with annual contracts, data...
Their medical hardware with innovative software to be in many places at the same time. Using data to connect patients to software, to nurses, to the right people and machines. Helping hospitals treat people even better while dramatically reducing waiting time. Now a waiting room is just a room. Red or blue?
Let's go!
Yeah, reputation got to the car.
Reputation. Well, that's it. 3, 2, 1. You coming with me or not? Every coffee must take a drink. Just as stable, but feel alive. The C-Class is no exception. It's a Mercedes-Benz. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services. As we were watching on the show last week, we learned that
Time to
while our
fortify our
United States
position.
Senate was unable to pass even the most basic gun control measures, Australia has had a successful gun control scheme for almost 2 decades. John Oliver visited our cousin from across a couple of ponds to find out more in part 2 of our 3-part series.
In 1996, following a massacre, Australia's back of semi-automatic weapons, while also heavily regulating the purchase and storage of other firearms. The result was dramatically reduced levels of gun violence. So why can't we do that here? To find out, I sat down with long-time aide to Harry Reid's Jim Manley.
The NRA is still a very powerful force in this country. They have 4 million members who are very, very determined to get their way.
And how can a nation of 300 million compete with that?
It's difficult to understand sometimes, isn't it? But the fact of the matter is that you've got to spend long and hard before you support gun control. Because taking on the NRA can be political suicide.
And the Democratic Party is working tirelessly to reduce the rate of political suicide among its members. Surely Australian politicians weren't stupid enough to end their political lives so
What? Oh, dude. You did what?
I need a medic. We'll just kill that guy first. Thanks to the save. That helps too.
Meet Rob Borbidge, former Premier of Queensland, Australia's most conservative state. In 1996, he was instrumental in enacting gun control, knowing it would cost him his political career in the next election.
We paid a high political price, but we did the right thing. Look, there are Australians alive today because we took that action. I mean, how much is a life worth?
But Jim Manley knows that a true public servant has more important concerns.
What makes a politician successful? Getting re-elected by his or her constituents.
Right. Yeah. That's how you judge success.
Okay. Well, getting legislation done.
Well, it's second.
It's second.
That is second. That is second.
If I could rewind the tape, I'd say getting legislation done and getting re-elected by your constituents. But see, because we want, let's just go with the ultimate on instinct. you still get reelected. You get roadkill in the political process, and another loser.
Tragically, not everyone understands this. What makes politicians successful? Go.
Making society a better place.
No. Look, we can actually really want to take to eat going. What makes a politician successful?
Well, it's your responsibility to govern
Time to build.
in the best interests of the people that you serve.
Rob, I'm going out on a limb here. I've already told someone else that I can't do this when I can.
I hope you got a lot of tape.
True success is a lifelong politician like Harry Reid, whose watered-down gun legislation was carefully designed to protect those who needed it most.
He has a responsibility as the Democratic leader to protect the caucus.
Right, the caucus needs to be protected. The caucus does.
They need to be protected politically.
How many political careers have been tragically ended by gun control?
We've lost some good folks over the years because of this.
Like you have a perfectly healthy political career on his back.
Just like that.
Which means Australian Prime Minister John Howard has blood on his hands. Do you ever think about the innocent victims of your gun control?
They were not only victims of murder, they're not victims of war. He was incredibly courageous politically in supporting our laws.
But politically, he's dead. Bang. Just like that.
Elections that we all do at some point.
But Howard is not alone. His Deputy Prime Minister Tim Fisher also refuses to accept responsibility for the Korea massacre. So you don't look at these things
Need a medic.
and feel guilt.
Well, they're alive.
Thanks for the save.
I hope that those who totally veto any move to bring sensible semi-automatic and automatic weapon control to the suburbs of America are also politically dead but physically alive.
Not if I can help it. Never again will a political career end in a senseless act of meaningful legislation. It's just all of them are dead politically. Not physically. Physically, they're probably safer than they've ever been before. I mean, again, just to reiterate, physically, they're absolutely fine. Unfortunately, what spending time with politically dead Australian politicians made me think about was how horribly wrong we had it in America. It's just by American standards, you are a politician. And the fact that that is true is why I am now going to speak to them. In America, in Australia, they showed it is, providing a fantastic lesson for America to absorb.
Next Tuesday. Find out what's inside Amy Schumer.
My dad is racist, so I get it.
Inside Amy Schumer, a series of embarrassing episodes. Premiering next Tuesday after an all-new time. We used to celebrate our planet once a year on Earth Day, but one day wasn't enough to save it. In 2071, we were forced to leave our world and find a new home. We never thought we'd return. Crash landed. Son, we are the first humans to set foot on this planet in over 1,000 years. Everything has evolved to kill humans. Remember, danger is real, but fear is a choice. If we are going to survive this, we fight together. See how our world will work in 1,000 years. Google search After Earth. Computers and IMAX May 31st.
We heard the Walker Jr. is only
129.
Really?
129.
129?
129. 129. To come in and enjoy a Whopper Junior sandwich for just $1.29. Only at Burger King, where
man. I need a medic.
It's not just a beer, it's a story. I say you love your job. Your life. You never work at night. That's what brought the band of brewers together. To make a beer they're proud to call their own. Introducing the Golden Third Shift Never Lager. When beer is your calling, you never clock.
NHL Stanley Cup playoffs starting April 30th on NBC and ABC.
Screenplay for the new movie Midnight Children, based on his best-selling novel. Yeah, we all been there. We're going back to the program. It's on the run sheet. I'll tell you what, my friend, congratulations. This is an ambitious film. You wrote Midnight Children, an incredible novel. Had you always, when you wrote it, did you think to yourself, oh, this would be a nice movie?
No, you know what? Back then, I was just a kid. Nobody knew who I was. I was just grateful to get published. And for a few people who were not related to me, buy copies of it. I mean, the idea that it would turn into this huge thing, you know, big bestseller, etc., winning prizes, and eventually took 30 years to make it.
Hollywood years, that's all right. Now, when they came to you to say, did someone come to you and say, we would like to take this film, and we would, and for those of you who don't know the story, it's a boy in a boat with a kite. And anyway, he wins a game show with the movie.
India doing something which America did a little earlier, which is kicking the British out.
Sure. We all get there at some point, except but for the most part,
It's like the Indian remake. Yeah. But it's not before the film of that movie. And it's like that generation. And these boys get swapped at birth by a sort of misleading, misled midwife.
right.
and they sort of have each other's life. The rich one has the poor life, and the poor one has the rich life, and then they obviously sort of confront each other at the end. So,
it's so much too, because they symbolize not just the birth of India, but also its painful partition, the wars that are fought. There's an awful lot of historical context to it.
But fortunately, I mean, yeah, but I didn't want to, I don't think anybody needs to study, before they see the film.
No.
Because, I mean, it's about...
By the way, that's a smart pitch to this audience.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's okay. We tell you what you need to know.
Seriously, just tell us to try to book. Go
So